Hi y'all, it's Amy from Renewing Stitches. I'm here to bring Floss Tube Extra, number 1. These will be flip-throughs, and I guess I'll create a playlist or something later on when there's more than one. But these will be flip-throughs of older, classic, vintage. Vintage is the word. It's not quite antique, but these are vintage magazines from the 80s and 90s, and I just wanted to flip through. I thought I'd share. Would like to bring some of these back. Bring lots of them back. They're out there. This one's on eBay. It's also on a couple of Etsy websites, but I've seen them on eBay, so they're out there in the secondary market. But there's some good content, good articles, good charts or graphs is that they're often called in these magazines. But just wanted to bring these back. I remember flipping through these, and when I was stitching, when I first started stitching, and these are fun. I'm going to be stitching some as we go through, but most of all, I just wanted to share. So here we go. This one is the Just Cross Stitch, January and February of 1985. I've noticed that in the current magazines, the magazines of today, it's a lot easier to find the charts. They're usually right there with the picture or the article. And here they're scattered throughout, and the color photographs, of course, are scattered throughout. A lot of these are black and white pages, but the color charts were scattered. Not color charts, the colored photographs were scattered. So I'll be flipping through, and I'm holding the magazine out here, hopefully not getting near the microphone, so it will be a lot of extra noise. I'm trying to keep that back here, but I want y'all to hear me. So here we go. The first sampler, this is the major sampler in this magazine. It is the Revival sampler, and it's by Words of Praise. This sampler is 223 by 190, and it says, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land." This is from 2 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles 7 something, 7:14. It's not listed on the chart, but that's the verse from it. In here, also, we'll get to it, there's an article about Words of Praise and several of their items, but this is the only one that's charted in the magazine. Okay, so in this magazine, there's the normal letters to the editor, which I thought was interesting. One lady wrote in and wanted to tell them how much she appreciated their magazine and that it was such a bargain at $12 a year. I think that's awesome. Let's see what else. We have our Stitchers Ask, which a lot of stitchers are looking for specific patterns. Where can I find this? I need charts of whales or penguins or whatever. There's one that's asking for Charlie Chaplin, a Charlie Chaplin, or a 55 Thunderbird. So that was interesting. Also, next to the letters to the editor, I skipped this one, is how to make a bell pull. I'll have to look in the other ones to see if they talk about different finishes, but this one talks about how to make a bell pull. There is a pattern in here for a bell pull, and I'll get to that shortly. Let's see, Crossing the Country is a regular section. Talk about different shops around the country. I don't know if any of these, I have looked for these online to see if they're still open, and I couldn't find them. One was called the Cross Stitchery in Vine Grove, Kentucky. The Needlework Shop in Memphis, Tennessee. Shop is SHOPPEE. And then there's one called And So On, SEW on. It's in University Heights, or it was in University Heights, Ohio. and it gives a little bit about the shop, and it gives you a map of where it would be. Next is Pandora's Box. This is interesting. So this one's called Pandora's Box, Thy Name is Museum. And this talks about the Shelbourne Museum in Vermont. Now, I did look at this. It is still there, and it is very, very neat. It's going to be on my bucket list of stitching places to look at. They have what's called the Vermont Sampler Institute, where they're looking for and trying to catalog and photograph American samplers, schoolgirl samplers from the I think it's the 17th to the 19th centuries, either in public or private collections. They're trying to catalog them. And so if you go to the shelbournemuseum.org or the samplerarchive.org, you can see what they are doing. But this talks about this lady, Julianne Mackey, had got to visit the Shelbourne Museum. They were having a display of one of the collections, and she got to go get a one-on-one tour of it, and was going to reproduce a couple of pieces from the collection. And so it just talks about that. Very neat. The next one is about So Fine Designs Inc. It talks about three ladies that were owners of a shop, and the fourth one came along and they started a design company. The shop was in Marietta, Georgia. And in here you get the chart for the fruit basket. It's right here. Look over here. That fruit basket chart is in here. It's from So Fine Designs, Inc. The fruit basket chart is 70 by 80 stitches, and it was designed by Marilyn Tucker in 1984. And then, let's see. There's the needlework calendar, what's happening in the next couple of months. Is there anything happening? Nothing happening in Texas. California, Florida, Michigan, Missouri, South Carolina, and Virginia. Okay, the next article is about the words of praise, the samplers that they, a little bit about them, and just a couple of samplers that they talk about. Who they are and when they started designing. Very neat. The next article is called The Needleworkers Tour of England. There were 16, I believe, needleworkers that met in London and took a needlework tour of England in April of 1984. And it talks a little bit about their time. The next page is about kids stitching, and it gives two charts, one of this little flower and one of a parrot. And I've covered up the charts. I mean, I know it's from the 80s, but I just want to respect theirs. I want to respect their brand. The lady that I thought I had the name here. Oh, designed by Poorhouse Designs. The company is called Poorhouse, Poorhouse, Poorhouse Designs. So she created those. Let's see, back issues available. Jeans Incorporated. Here's the bell pull. So this lady, let's see here. Jean Burdette is the designer of the vegetable bell pull. And it talks about, she has a little interview here, and this is the bell pull that's in black and white. And here it is in color. Try to zoom in for you right there. Bell peppers and cauliflower and carrots and peppers and peppers. Talks about that. The vegetable bell pull, I think I told you. No, I didn't. It was 30 by 140 stitches. The next one is the coffee break, the one I'm stitching, and then Somebody Stole My Heart, and the angels. Okay, so this is just the 2-page spread in the middle that shows some of the charts available in this magazine. This is the one I'm doing here. Y'all seen the beginnings of this one, and then I'll talk about these two. This one is not in here. This is the Peter Rabbit alphabet, and there's an article about a lady that did this for Prince William, who was born this, I guess in 84, because this is January, February 85, but this is what they did that in commemoration of his birth. Who is now married and has 3 children. All right, the next article is from Jean Farish. Now, she has a floss tube, and she's such a sweet lady. Sweet, but she wrote an article about large print charts and large print features. This one is dedicated to Valentine's. It says Somebody Stole My Heart. Let me see if I can cover that up. There we go. I did not cover that up. I don't have it. Here we go. I don't have anything to cover it up. Anyway, I don't want to make a lot of noise either, but Jean Farish wrote this article. This is the chart, and here's the color chart. Somebody stole my, or the color photograph. Somebody stole my heart. It's fun to see her stitches in there. The next article is about table linens. How you can make your table stand out as a needleworker. There's some ideas. This is the book that they are promoting. It's called Classic Table Linens, Charts for Counted Cross Stitch. Very pretty. All right. Vegetable Bell Pool chart. Okay, Stony Creek. Stony Creek was newish in 84, 85. Sorry about the paper. I hope that's not too loud. There's an article about Stony Creek, and this is the pattern that is in the magazine. It is 80 stitches by 98 stitches. And that is, okay. Let me get to that's that one, that chart. See, there's a lot of charts kind of stuck here in the middle, but let me go back here to the spread and tell y'all about this spread real quick before I go on. This is the gallery collection. I didn't find a name, it just said gallery collection. It is designed by Janet Booker. 123 across by 232 stitches down. And that's that one. And then we did that. We did Somebody Stole My Heart. This is Coffee Break by Sewing Bird Designs, and this is approximately 60 by 60. Several of the charts in here didn't have the stitch count or the stitch dimensions, so I counted it, and it could be wrong, so I'm going to say approximate. This is 60 by 60. And then the Christmas Angels. This was designed by Alma Lynn, and it is 29 by 29. Oh, and this Somebody Stole My Heart. Did I say it was 50 by 56? Okay. So now we're all caught up. The next article after about the halfway point is Mother and Daughter Designs. And this is the chart that is in the magazine. It is 136 by 96. I'm sorry, it's probably 96 by 136. It doesn't have a name, but it says, once we called it home with little thought or care. Now home means memories of a time we used to share. Okay. All right. The next article is about perforated paper. Guess what? It's popular again. That's in this magazine. It's popular again, and it's popular again, isn't it? We see a lot of perforated paper kits and designs from anything. We can stitch anything on perforated paper, but this talks about when it was popular before and how it kind of died down, and now in the 80s it started coming back. And there's some of the designs that they have pictures of. I don't believe any of these are in, let's see, I don't believe any of these are in this magazine, but aren't they pretty? That welcome, ah, so pretty. Okay. The next interview is with Nautical Notions. Myra Sieve. This was interesting. Her husband was in the Navy, and she would design, or she designed, I don't know if she's still designing, the logos, what do you call them? I can't think of the word. They're logos for the different units, the battalions, the submarines, all the different things that have logos. So she designed several. Very neat. Those are the black and whites. Here's the color of the chart that is in this magazine. That is the Tenosa, USS Tenosa. I'm assuming that's how you say it. It's a nuclear submarine. So the chart's in here for that one. Very neat. Okay, and then we have the chart for the sampler. Perforated paper. Okay, Hearthside Designs. This is the name of the next article. And it gives us a couple of charts. One is on the back. The other one I could not find. This one right here, this little sampler right here. That one's in there. It is 73 by 73. It's by the Heritage Guild. And the heart, there's a heart on the bottom that says, "You are God's special gift to me." It's from, that one's from the Heritage Guild. The sampler is from Hearthside Designs. And let's see, here's the black and white picture. I hope that'll help right here. Okay, talks about the Heritage Guild, and I believe that's all. Yes, that's it. So, the back cover, see the color photos of several of the pictures, several of the charts. Stony Creek, the fruit basket that's at the beginning, the vegetable bell pull, which they also give you instructions on how to make. Ah, there it is, the color chart. There it is. I'm sorry. But that is the flip through for January, February 1985. Just Cross Stitch Magazine. So, I hope that wasn't too noisy. I will work at getting the rhythm down better on the flip throughs, and I hope to do at least 2 or 3 of these a month. I have a lot of magazines and they're fun to look through. I've enjoyed reading them and seeing what stitchers from years ago were stitching. I mean, they're stitching the same things, just differently. Anyway, I think that's all. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be glad to answer. And I guess that's it. The next magazine probably won't be a Just Cross Stitch. It may be something else. Maybe a different year. I'm not going in any order. I'm just going. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.